We have to talk about James Charles' biggest mistake. Is it too soon or too late for James Charles to come out with his own makeup line? Let's jump right into this drama. Moses, whichever one of you of my assistants is available, can you hand me my water? Thank you so much. Let's talk, girl, because I feel like we need to talk. This is gonna be a different video because I really want to just chill, do a little get ready with me, and just talk to the camera and just things of that nature, right? So I want to go in with, shameless plug, the Richlux makeup palette, and we're gonna talk about makeup palettes and brands and things like that. So here it's super cute. I love it so much. If you guys want to pick this up, I'll put the link down below. It's a collaboration I did with this small independent brand, and I think you like it. I think you might like it as much as I do, but the artwork is so cute. I love it. Okay, so let's talk about the James Charles drama as I get ready. Okay, my thing is, if you don't know, so grab a snack, come on back, because I'm gonna spill you the tea, honey.
Help me make a product for my makeup line. My first product is done and is launching in the beginning of 2023. Until then though, I wanted to get a head start on a bunch of other products. Instead of kind of making it a big secret, I wanted to take you behind the scenes and show you guys the lab samples that I've been working on and get your thoughts and feedback in real time so your opinions can actually affect the final product. One product that I would love to get your guys' feedback on is blush. I posted a poll on my Instagram stories a couple of months ago asking people if they liked cream, liquid, or powder blushes best. And I was pretty surprised that powder and cream actually won by a landslide. So I designed a mock-up in Photoshop of what I wanted the blush packaging to look like, as well as a bunch of different colors, and I sent it over to the lab. A couple of weeks later, I received this back in the mail. As you can see, a couple came cracked, and I don't mind showing you guys these either because unfortunately, the lab did not do the best of jobs at bringing the colors I designed to life. This is just really the first round. We're gonna try it out and see how the actual formula is because that's really the most important part. Starting off with the cream formula first. I'm gonna dip into this like little peachy girly right up top and see how this one works. Definitely not as pigmented as I would like it to be. For me personally, I prefer a little bit more pigmented than this, but obviously not like crazy. It's not giving, it's not. Let me try a more vibrant color. Let me do like this kind of strawberry color down here. Oh, see, now that's a little too pigmented, I think. Okay, let's go ahead and set it in place and try the powders. When it comes to the packaging, originally I envisioned these being duos where it's like one component, but you get a cream and a powder formula in the same little thing. But I've recently been thinking like so many brands have released blush duos already. And by the time that this launches, will cream blush even like be a trend anymore? Will we be on to like gel blush, spray blush? Ooh, no. But you know what I mean. So do we want blush duos? Do we want cheaper singles? Do we want a palette? I could even do a palette, 4 creams, 4 powders, 8 powders, 8 creams. I don't know. Enough talking. Let's try this powder formula. Let me try this like little bubblegummy pink one down here because this one's pretty. That is not giving. Is it? No, it's looking a little dry, which I do not like. Let me try the little peachy color that we have because this one is really pretty. Oh, you really need to layer this up to get any pigment. Sorry about that. I had to take a quick pause to watch Stream's face reveal, but I am back to the blush. I do love the idea of the buildable formula, but I feel like asking customers to layer something up 5 or 6 times is a little bit too much. So I'm gonna write down all my thoughts to send over to the lab for the next round of samples. And I think that's all of my notes, but I wanna hear your notes. I wanna hear all of your thoughts so I can make the best product for you. See you soon. Hold on, pause. You know what I just realized? Putting the cream back over top of the powder blush when you have it already sat down is... Oh, bitch, that's eating.
James Charles has a second TikTok account. It's called James Charles Makeup. How creative. And on that TikTok account, he's asking his followers, hey guys, what do you think of this swatch? What do you think of this blush? And he's asking people their thoughts and opinions, and then he's putting it into production, allegedly, for his brand that doesn't even have a name yet. So I'm just gonna call it James Charles Cosmetics, or James Charles Makeup, or Sisters Cosmetics, who knows? Now, it was about a couple months ago, maybe about 6 months ago, James Charles said that he is working on his own makeup line and it should be ready around the springtime. Well, girl, spring is just around the corner and we haven't had any type of campaigns, any type of hype, no photos or imagery, no video reels or teasers or sizzles, nothing. All we're getting is this James Charles on his TikTok asking his fan base, what do you think about this? What do you think about that? And that's all. So I kind of feel like James Charles is behind schedule when it comes to his own cosmetic line. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and get my pretty little blue here, my little palette. I love that it has a mirror. But before we go any further, I wanna say that this video is sponsored at the house by adamandeve.com. Thank you, adamandeve.com, for sponsoring this video. I love you guys so much. You can use code LUX, L-U-X, at adamandeve.com to save you some coin at checkout. 50% off at adamandeve.com. Yes, 50% off plus free shipping, so definitely check them out for really cool lingerie and bustiers and stuff like that. So check out adamandeve.com. Use code LUX, L-U-X, at checkout. All right, let's talk about this drama before we go any further, girl. Check this out, okay? I just kind of feel that this is my opinion, and you can leave your opinions down below, but I just kind of feel like it is a little bit too late for James Charles and his makeup line. And I'm not trying to sit up here and rain on his parade, nor am I trying to sit up here and say that he shouldn't do a makeup line, because I kind of feel like if that's your dream, go for it. Even if you're gonna like not make any money, or maybe it's just like a money pit, but I just kind of feel like there was a time when if James Charles would have come out with a cosmetic line, it would have done very extremely well. Now, maybe due to contracts and things of that nature, he didn't. But I just feel like it's too late. The whole entire industry is so saturated right now. And for him to come in now, at this point, when you have already brands that have withstood the test of time, and then you're going up against like L'Oreal Paris, who owns so many brands underneath them, and Estee Lauder, who owns so many other brands underneath them, and LVMH, who owns practically Sephora and half the brands in there. But then you have brands like, I don't know, like right here, right in front of me, Elf Cosmetics. Girl, I have used expensive bougie ass makeup, and I use also very affordable little $5, $10 makeup, and I can tell you that it's hit or miss. Right? There is this makeup primer by Cicely Paris. I think it was Tati Westbrook or Jaclyn Hill had recommended it to me, and I went and bought it. It was at Saks Fifth Avenue. It was $200 for a primer this size. And I put it on, and it made my face feel really tacky, which is great. So the foundation really stuck to it. It was nice, but for $200, girl. And then you have e.l.f. coming out with the Power Grip Primer, plus 4% niacinamide in it. So you put this on, and my face feels really tacky and sticky, but it has skincare benefits. And I put my makeup on, and it sticks to it. And I'm like, James Charles is competing against brands like e.l.f. who are also giving you makeup and skincare infused and are paying for those ingredients. And I just kind of feel like, can James Charles keep up when so many of his peers are struggling? And I say that because, I mean, look at Jaclyn Cosmetics, file for bankruptcy. We have the receipts on those. Look at Jeffree Star. I love him so much, but some of his stuff doesn't sell out like it used to be. Juxtapose over to Kylie Cosmetics. Kylie Cosmetics stuff used to sell out like that. Now Kylie Cosmetics is just sitting around. No one's buying at the house. And I kind of feel some type of way. I kind of feel like I don't want James Charles to just throw his money away. Unless you just want to have it just to have it. But I don't know. I'm not trying to throw salt. But can he be the next big up and coming makeup brand? It's interesting because when you have, and you at home, think of your favorite makeup brand, okay? You can leave that in the comments down below. Your favorite makeup brand is what? And then you think about it and you're like, out of that entire brand, I like this one thing. They have that one hero product. Like, what is that gonna be for James Charles? I mean, just the other day, he posted like a makeup sponge, like a big one that he wanted to come out with. I'm like, well, that's cute, but with that Sonia Kashuk or something at Target already has a big makeup sponge like that, like those big old body sponges. Those are cute. I like those, but like if you're not bringing anything new or innovative to the table, then what are you doing, right? It's like we live in a world when it comes to the makeup world that everything's already been done before. I mean, we've seen every single color, you know? That's just me. Like, look, I have a palette right here, right? Do not make fun of me, guys. Shut up, okay? Shut up, leave me alone, let me do what I want, okay? Juvia's Place, love them so much. You can use code richlux, Juvia's Place, but I don't get any commission just for you guys. They have this palette called the Candy Shop, okay? I love it. I love Candyland theme, everything, like whatever. Okay. Really cute colors. Like, I have used and abused this palette, girl. There's this color in here that is so pretty. It's right here. It's just one of those colors that you don't really see that often. And it's just such a pretty, like, I don't even know how to describe that. It's like a shimmer highlight for the eye. It's so pretty. I freaking love this color. And the camera doesn't even do it well, you know? I mean, it's like, right, this doesn't even do it well. You know, if I was James Charles, right? I would do a color that kind of looks like this. It's like mixed, like you don't even know what the hell that is. Is it a blue? Is it a brown? Like, what is that? That's interesting. So you swatch it, and let's say when you swatch it, it comes out green. Can you imagine that? Like that, to me, that's something different. That your pink eyeshadow, when you swatch it, comes out blue. Your blue eyeshadow, when you swatch it, comes out pink. That's just something totally different, wacky, wonderful, like just outside of the box, right? And James Charles, I think, is thinking way too much into it.
And I don't mind showing you guys these either because unfortunately the lab did not do the best of job. A couple of weeks ago, I showed you guys some blush samples that my lab sent me for my makeup brand. And today I have an update. I loved reading the comments on that first video. Your guys' feedback was so incredibly helpful and it was really exciting bringing you guys in on the behind the scenes process. We will definitely be doing more of that. So after that video, I sent the notes back to the lab saying that the formula was a little bit too oily and needed to be a little bit more pigmented. So a couple of weeks later, we have some new samples in the mail. I will show you guys what I received. This time the lab only sent 3 colors, but I did get the cream and powder formula. So this way we can perfect the formula first and then go back to producing all the colors so we don't waste products and time. Now, of the colors that I picked, these 3 are definitely the craziest. So not exactly the most ideal in terms of testing out the formula because these are gonna be wild. But I'm gonna grab this one over here and grab the cream first. And we are going to try it right out. Oh my God, that is... Whoopsies! Okay, so when I said they needed to be more pigmented, the lab definitely heard me and did that, but maybe did their job a little too well. That looks crazy. Okay, the finish though, this looks so much better than the last time. It's still very radiant because it's a cream, obviously, but it's not like oily. Okay, let's set this in place. Okay. Oh, that looks good. On second thought, maybe the creams are not too pigmented because they do look really pretty when you powder over them, but let's try the powder formula. Fuck. Okay, we're gonna tap off the excess because that is gonna be crazy, I can already tell. Let's go in. Oh, see, this is gorgeous. And like, I'm such a whore for blush. I love this look, but I know that most people will say that this is too much. Oh my God, it looks really pretty. I'm gonna do a swatch of like a Kylie blush, for example, just to test how pigmented the actual formula is versus one of my blushes. Okay, it's too pigmented. Okay, my gut reaction says that the cream formula is good to go. I love the finish and I like the pigmentation as well. And I think that the powder formula is getting close, but might be a bit too pigmented. I personally love a vibrant blush, but I know that it is not for everybody. So I think a little bit more of a buildable formula might be more consumer friendly. Let me know what you guys think down below and hope you're getting excited.
Yes, people want a nice product that's going to work. Yes, I understand that 100%. But also, James Charles needs to have that little bit of a gimmick. You gotta have a stick. You gotta have a gig that's gonna set you apart, right? So is his packaging gonna be unique, or is it gonna be like just plain Jane basic? Like Mario Cosmetics, right? I don't know, Mario, was it Mario? You know what I'm talking about, Mario Beauty, whatever his name is. Like, I know the formula is great, but the packaging is kind of boring, right? But I'm excited to see where it's gonna go. And I'm not trying to be a Debbie Downer or a hater or I'm obsessed. You always say I'm obsessed with everything, girl. But like, it's gonna feel bad for him. Like, girl, that boat done sailed, girl. If James Charles would have came out with makeup at his peak, oh my God. He would have been unstoppable, girl. I mean, I have the receipts. I have all the receipts to show you that James Charles makeup 5 years ago, 3 years ago would have been a huge, wild success. I don't know if it was worth it for him to go the Morphe route because he got that Morphe palette. It did really great. People bought it at the Morphe store. He had a nice check from it. But he easily could have did James Charles Cosmetics and sold a lot more and kept a lot of the revenue and profits for himself if he didn't do any business with Morphe. And I guarantee you, I 100% guarantee you that when he did his palette with Morphe, when he did that makeup palette, girl, part of the contract was you can't release your own palette or makeup line for the next 2 or 3 years. Non-compete. Oh, 100%. You look at Jacqueline Cosmetics. Is that really where you see James Charles? Like, can you see a James Charles like gondola stand at the Sephora, at the Ulta, and James Charles and all his makeup down below? I mean, can you see that? I wonder, because then you start to ask yourself, when I think of James Charles, there was a time when I thought of, this guy's a really young makeup artist. But then somewhere along the way, I think he lost that. And it became scandals, controversy, allegations, rumor, lies, falling out with some of his friends publicly all over the internet with Tati Westbrook, Shane Dawson, Jeffree Star. Somewhere along that line, something happened. He's a little bit misguided. And, you know, it doesn't matter what I think about this drama. I want to know what you guys think about it in the comments down below. So let me know, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye, love you so much.